Hello and welcome to Ross's Movie Reviews. And I am continuing my review on the Star Trek movie franchise, as this will be the last review on Star Trek for a while, as Star Trek the movie doesn't come out until November 17th, so I can't review it until then. Today we are going to review Star Trek Nemisis, the final appearance in the Star Trek movies for the next generation. It was directed by someone who did not really know anything about Star Trek. It's Stuart Baird. Jonathan Frakes, he wanted to produce it. He wanted to direct it. And he said that perhaps if he would have gotten to direct this, it would have been a better movie. Because to me, this movie kind of signaled kind of the downfall of Star Trek in movies. And a few reasons why. To me, first of all, the storyline. Yeah, the storyline in this is very confusing. They tried to make something similar to Star Trek 6 almost, where they have corruption in the Romulan Empire, and you have one rogue Romulan who wants to disrupt peace. So this almost has a similar storyline to Star Trek 6, but it's not even near as good, not even close. They had some new cast members. Tom Hardy as played Shinzon Praetor, and who was the main bad guy, the rogue Romulan in this, who pilots Warbird, the Scimitar, which is probably the coolest part out of the whole entire movie, is the ship and probably the battle scene in this, and the crash scene with the Enterprise E. Other than that, I have to tell you, this isn't one of the better ones. It really isn't, and not as bad as Star Trek V, but similar to Star Trek V. I really don't think their heart was really into this. I really don't. I really think they just kind of scrapped everything together. They kind of said, well, let's make another movie. What the hell? The fans are expecting it. May as well make it. And I think the same thing in Star Trek V. They got a director that didn't really know anything about Star Trek. And it shows. And it's awful because the fans really expected something good here, but they didn't get it. Luckily, 7 years later, they made the 2009 Star Trek the movie, which completely reversed that. Somebody was listening. They got a fresh director, J.J. Abrams. They completely reinvented the whole entire series. This movie just did not do anything for the Star Trek movie franchise. It did nothing. Yes, it has impressive battle scenes. Sure, it has, a good cast and stuff like that, but it's just not good. It's just not good at all. And, I'll try to explain the plot as I see it. There's corruption as Deanna Troi and as Captain William Riker are being married. There is word of peace in the Romulan Empire. They want peace. But there is a rogue Romulan played by Tom Hardy, Praetor, Shinzon or whatever that, and he does not want peace. What he wants is he wants to bring back the old Romulan Empire. He wants to kill off every single one of the high-ranking officials of the Romulan Empire, and he wants to kill off every one of them and bring back the old Romulan Empire because he doesn't want peace. He wants to rule over the Romulan Empire as he sees fits. So he wants to wipe out the entire planet, and he wants a new Romulan Empire under command of him. So there's a connection between Captain Jean-Luc Picard and Shinzon. They're genetically connected, making it more difficult for Captain Jean-Luc Picard to be able to stop this from happening, this corruption from happening. That's as the way that I see the plot. Now, you people who have seen it may see something different or something, but that's the way that I saw the plot. And I don't know. There are little funny parts, like such as Captain Jean-Luc Picard getting to drive his new toy. And there are fun parts, like seeing Deanna Troi and Jonathan and Captain William Riker getting married. This is the one where they lose Data, played by Brent Spiner, who's played Data for 7 years and many more. This is the darkest out of all of them. I don't think there's any other Star Trek that is darker than this one. And there's Star Trek 6 was dark, but not as dark as this. And beginning a long story short, this could have been a lot better. Like I said, they got a director that didn't know anything about Star Trek, and I don't really think they knew really what they were doing. I think they knew what they had to do was to make another movie. But other than that, forget about it, I mean, and you could still tell the budgetary restraints on this. You could still tell the budgetary restraints on this because it isn't as big and as of a spectacle as the newer motion pictures, Star Trek. Not even close. Alright, so as soon as I get the new Star Trek movie, I will be making a review on that. Thank you for watching this, and I just think this is a mediocre movie. It did signal kind of the end of the Star Trek movie franchise for a while. So I thank you for listening, and thank you for watching.